In the morning, you get up when you hear a booming knock at your door.
Wake up!
Wario demands. You say, I'm up! Wario pushes open the door and pokes his head in.
We need to get the items to counter the Koopa royal family's abilities.
He looks at you, expecting you to follow. You let out a yawn and get your clothes on. You meet up with the others. You walk outside and find your friends waiting for you.
There you are,
Wario says.
Let's go.
You follow him out of the house and begin to make your way to the forest. You say, Where are we headed first? Wario stops you and looks at you.
Listen, we need to work as a team. I need to know that you're going to be supportive of this idea.
You nod eagerly.
Good. Now then, we're going to visit my sister, whom you might have heard of.
Wario looks at you expectantly. Who isn't out to get us? He nods.
Okay, then there's the Paper Park.
The what?
Paper Park. It's a place where all the trees have been cut down and all the paper has been made.
Why would you go there? It's not like there's anything of worth there. Wario continues to lead you.
The area's mainly populated by Goombas and Koopa Troopas. Quite a few shoe pirates call that area home as well. It's where I got my name from.
You say, What name?
Wario Paper.
Ah, I love the name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Then there's the Koopa Bank.
The what?
Koopa Bank. It's a building made entirely of coins.
You say, Is that where your sister is?
Yeah, my sister is the only employee there, and she only works during the day. But...
Wario stops abruptly and looks around.
Shh! Do you hear that?
You stop and listen to the sounds of the forest. You hear a few bones clacking, and then go quiet.
Probably just some animals,
Wario whispers.
Let's go.
Wario begins to walk once again.
There's a few more places we need to stop at before we go to the Koopa Bank.
You follow Wario as he begins to lead you deeper into the jungle.
The first place we need to go is called the Dinosaur Domain.
Wario stops suddenly and you run into him.
Careful, there's a few Triceratopses wandering about out there.
So much for not stopping, you complain. You look around. Your eyes are the most important sense to you, so try not to make any other part of your body do the work for you. A large group of 3 Triceratopses wander through the trees, slowly making their way towards you. They seem quite hungry. You say, Should we be worried about that?
No, the Triceratopses aren't interested in us,
Wario says. You say, That's a relief. Wario nods.
Let's move on.
You follow Wario as he leads you into the domain of the Triceratopses. You say, What are we doing here?
We need to take the Triceratopses' food,
Wario explains.
These Triceratopses are herbivores. They only eat plants.
Wario points to the ground, where a large group of Triceratopses lay down. You say, Why?
Why?
Wario shrugs.
Because they're Triceratopses,
he says. Wario looks around.
So are these,
he says, pulling up the roots of a small group of plants. You say, What are you talking about? Wario motions to the roots.
These are roots,
he says.
They're plants.
Wario looks up at the Triceratopses.
Why are so many plants purple?
He asks.
Purple isn't a normal color for plants.
You say, "So these plants are part Triceratops?" Wario nods as several Triceratopses begin to make their way towards the two of you. They look hungrier than ever.
We have to go,
Wario says, running away. You say,
"Hey, I thought you said they weren't interested in us."
Wario ignores you as the Triceratopses begin to gallop after you. You turn around and start running, but one of them manages to grab the back of your shirt. The Triceratops begins to pull you towards it as you kick and struggle free. You escape from the Triceratopses. You manage to escape, leaving the purple-hued creature behind to stumble off after its fellows. You continue running down the path, with the Triceratopses bellowing and roaring behind you. "What are we going to do?" Moira asks.
"Shut up!"
You say,
"Let's climb into those trees!"
The trees look like they might provide enough protection from the Triceratops' attacks. You climb up into the tree, finding a sturdy branch to hold onto.
"Climb on!"
You tell your allies.
"The Triceratopses can't follow us!"
Luigi, Moira, and Toad all climb up into the tree. "This is pretty high," Moira says. "We're not falling, are we?" Toad asks. You say,
"Get up here, Wario!"
Wario grabs a branch and pulls himself up into the tree.
"What are we waiting for? Let's get the higher ground!"
The six of you continue to climb the trees as the Triceratopses move steadily closer towards the base of the tree. You climb higher into the tree. You continue to climb up the tree as the Triceratopses begin to appear in greater number. They begin to make their way up the tree as well, growling and roaring.
"This isn't working,"
Wario complains.
"We need to get out of here."
You say,
"I've got an idea. Grab onto a vine and make like Tarzan."
Wario grabs a vine and you pull him up as far as you can.
"Come on, jump!"
You say.
"I can't see!"
he cries. Toad jumps, but unfortunately, his vine breaks. You catch Toad. You pull Toad up to the next branch. "Are you okay, Toad?" Moira asks. Toad just seems dazed. I'm fine, he says. You continue pulling each of your allies up individually. You say,
"There's no time to waste. Let's swing out of here."
You grab a vine and begin swinging from it. You pull yourself as far out as possible, but Wario gets frightened of the movement and begins to swing in a different direction, causing him to miss the vine entirely.
"Hey, come back here!"
you shout. You continue to swing until you manage to grab another vine with Moira and Toad.
"Come on, let's go!"
you say. You swing out of the trees, falling from the branches as your allies catch up to you.
"What are we going to do?"
you say.
"The exit is right there. Those dinosaurs won't follow us out of the jungle."
You gasp as the Triceratopses appear in the clearing, staring at you and your allies. You turn to run.
"Follow me!"
you shout. Wario, Moira, and Toad all follow you as you desperately start running away from the jungle. You run to the jungle exit. You make it look like you're going to the jungle exit, and the Triceratopses waste no time following you, bellowing as they run towards the exit.
"Run!"
you shout. Wario, Luigi, Moira, and Toad follow your lead and follow your command. You make it to safety. You manage to get out of the jungle as the Triceratopses bellow and the rest of your allies follow. You quickly run across the river, tossing your Mario Up kit into the water to slow down the Oh wait, that's Gloriosaur! You say,
"We made it!"
"Yeah," Wario says.
"Finally!"
"We need to regroup," you say. As you walk away, you notice a dead end. A small cave with a few supply items and a golden banana. You look at it, wondering what to do. You say, "Is this banana what you were looking for, Wario?"
Sure is,
Wario answers. Wario takes the banana and looks at it. Then he sticks it in his pocket. You say, "That better be one tasty fruit if it was worth almost getting eaten over."
Nah, it was worth it,
he says. Wario and you begin to walk away, as a few of the others soon join your group. "So, where are we going now?" Luigi asks. You say, "Back to Paper Park, I imagine."
Yeah, because I really think we can do anything in our current situation,
Wario says. You go to Paper Park. You go back to Paper Park, where you find that the Koopa Troop are rebuilding the park with the destroyed pieces. You say, "You were right, Wario. There are bad guys all over the place."
Bad, yes. But are these guys our allies? I doubt it.
How do you mean? You ask.
The Koopa Troop, while chaotic and prone to fighting among themselves, are actually a pretty large organization,
Wario says. You say, "So how are we going to get past them?" Wario looks at you.
We're going to have to sneak past them. This is a big park. There's bound to be some place we can hide out,
he says. "So we'll just hide out until they rebuild the park?" Luigi asks. You say, "No, we just need enough time to reach to Koopa Bank."
"Well, we could always steal some goop from those green plants over there,"
Moira suggests.
"It looks like it might be useful to have."
You hear the sound of bones clacking again. "Wait! Did you hear that?" You ask, turning. Luigi pauses, and you all listen. The sound is very close, and it seems to come from the ground.
"I thought I heard something back there,"
Moira says nervously. You say, "We can worry about that later. Let's sneak over to the bank." You make your way over to the Koopa Bank, hidden at the edge of the park. There's barely any light, but you see a single figure standing outside the door.
I can't go in there. Someone's always inside,
the figure complains. You eavesdrop. "This is the Koopa Bank. If you're trying to rob us, you should know by now that you won't get away with it. Everyone who wants in here gets in here."
Yeah, well, I'm here to see Mr. Koopa.
You whisper to your friends. "Who is that guy? Why is he trying to meet with Koopa?" Wario points at the figure.
That's probably the guy who made that monster,
Wario says.
Why is he meeting with Koopa at this time of night?
You shrug and try to listen to what the man has to say.
"Yes, well, I'm sure you know the drill. Step inside and make your request. Then get the hell out so we can all get some sleep,"
the guard says.
Yes, of course. No need to get agitated. I have a proposal for you.
The man swears and slams his fist on the metal door. He turns and heads back up the street.
"What was that?"
the guard asks.
Nothing of interest,
the man says.
Good night.
The door clicks unlocked. You say, "That was weird. Do you think he's one of Koopa's allies? Or maybe a rival villain?" Wario shrugs.
No idea. Let's get inside.